Welcome to another episode of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Descent into Avernus, where we return after a month hiatus.
Wow, has it really been a month?
It's been a month.
Who are you guys?
Most exactly.
Oh,
Bunch of weirdos.
Where am I?
For those that were watching the stream and did not hang around to find the result of last time, I will just say a quick thing. We lost power here. and
it's taken this long to get it back.
Yep, sure. That sounds great. We'll go with that.
We've been living on crunchy ramen for, for weeks.
Somehow they've been able to stream during the week from time to time, so.
But yeah, so the stream cut out, and we just decided, you know what, it was very close to the end, so we just called it there because our power wasn't exactly forthwith coming. Anyway, coming back online. But let's do some introductions for those that have forgotten since it's been a month. On the top right there, we've got Kashcah.
Hi. I think I'm Dungeon Master. I can't remember, really.
You said you were playing today.
Oh yeah, sweet.
So, I don't know what that means. But then straight down
The rest of us.
to the left of that, right next to the Hellwasp, at the very end here, we've got Nightcast.
Hi, I am Nightcast. I am playing Malvola. He is a warlock, dragonborn. And I'm glad I'm staying behind for this trip. I know you don't split the party, but
Sometimes you just gotta know when to not die.
Anybody who remembers things from last time will know why we're glad we stayed behind.
Which we'll get to that. Then next to him, we currently have Shy.
Hi, I'm Shy. The character sheet I have in front of me says that I'm playing a half-elf druid named Coyra with a weird hatred for dead wood.
And a bubble pipe.
And a
Yes,
bubble.
and a bubble pipe. And just to clarify things, I got dragged into this trip. It's not voluntarily.
I reviewed the footage. You went willingly.
Disagree.
So, and then right in the middle here, we currently have NobiGit.
Yes, I'm, like you said, NobiGit, and I'm playing Grimm, a shifter holy monk of sorts, I think is how I introduced this guy. I don't know. I kind of technically have a couple character sheets, but one of them's dead, but
Wow, still holding on to that.
Not letting it
go.
go.
I'm actually surprised I'm not like multiple dead characters.
He was expecting about 4 more sheets by now, I think, is
I
it?
think after a month he would finally forgive you.
Oh, no.
yeah, she hasn't tried to kill your character at all for a month.
And then directly
Give up
next,
the grudge.
directly next,
I'm still alive.
next to me here is Robot Tim.
I'm
Or demon.
Ghostwoods. I'm playing Thorn, a Gloomstalker Elven Ranger. I'm looking forward to a decent meal. Thank you.
Sounds good. And I'm Vallen. I'm playing Vallen. No, I'm Vallen. I will be playing as, what's his name again? Palkas.
Oh yeah, Palkas.
The beardless half-orc.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because he sneezed his feathery beard off last episode.
Sad
On me.
times.
Yep.
Sad times.
The half-orc wild magic sorcerer, who's known to occasionally explode. Just
Either in
because.
feathers or fire. I mean,
Feathers or fire. It's a
I prefer the
thin
first
line.
one. It's painful.
Yeah, so let's do the quest log here. We'll do a bit of a recap. It's a little bit, a couple, 3 paragraphs here, but we'll get through. Last episode was episode 35, The Wandering Emporium. We traveled to the Wandering Emporium, which consisted of a whole bunch of death machines that were parked, and people set up like tents and shops and stuff like that. And we were greeted by a human from a shop called the Infernal Rapture, named Mahandi, who claimed to know and be familiar with Lulu, our current compatriot and little angelic elephant, as well as he offered bath services. We made the appointment for Red Ruth
And food.
Oh, and food. Excuse
Yep.
me. Well, too late. But yeah, duly noted. We made the appointment for Red Ruth, who was a night hag that we were negotiating with back in a maze of thorns. We then explored the other wares and the other vendors.
Did you say a
Fires-
maze of thorns, by the way? I'm just imagining like many thorns standing shoulder to shoulder to form a maze.
That way.
If you try to break through, they just stab you.
5
That's
times.
What happened, Grimm?
Sorry, go on.
The first one was Firesnake Forge. It seemed to be your average weapons and arms dealer, but run by salamanders. Bernie the Barber, we completely and utterly overlooked. Ickers Away was an eccentric man with no ears and tentacle-like fingers that bought and sold demon ichor, and seemed to be into a bit unsavory of things. Zeneth's Larva Farm offered various larvae for sale by an obstinate and unusually large hobgoblin. From here to Avernus offered money changing and message transport by an amnesu, which I'm not really familiar with them. They're really cool looking dudes. Upon concluding our business, we left and headed back to Red Ruth. She gave our fortunes as promised, and we were told that Ralsala, the guardian of the Demon Zapper Tower, needs to drink the blood of Tiamat to be set free of her binding to the tower. To obtain this blood, we need to go to Arkan Tower, and Arkan can provide it, but we were warned not to mess with him, as he has a powerful ally that he strangely wears around his neck. Red Ruth also revealed that Belle's Forge holds the item we seek. Belle is aware of it, but should be given gifts to find it. Lulu should be aware of the items of interest to Belle. Some of the party remained behind then to watch over Red Ruth's shop, while others, including Thorn and Coyra, accompanied her to also join in taking a bath of their own. Each was given a contract to sign, and then we lost power. So,
Yep.
Kashcah, take it away.
I will make one amendment to that.
Please do.
Belle knows the location of the item that you're looking for, not like has the item at his house or his forge, So
Oh, okay. Got it.
is what Red Ruth said.
Okay.
But Red Ruth has now disappeared beyond kind of the inner curtains of the spa restaurant thing that is in the Emporium, and she looked quite happy as she kind of ventured beyond the lobby, and she's off getting her bicentennial scrub. I don't know.
Just getting your nails done.
By a millennial.
So I think as our power cut out, Thorn and Coyra had been presented with paperwork that they were to sign if they wanted to go have a bath. And the
food.
paperwork basically said, and food, paperwork, to summarize, it's like a fairly lengthy page, right? But the TLDR is that if you partake of services or food or drink that you can't pay for, then you will instead substitute your service for payment. So that's kind of what the short version is of this.
You'll have to scrub Red Ruth's back.
I mean, you'll think Red Ruth is a dream as well after you see some of that. Cause no, I'm just kidding.
I think I need to go. The only thing Coyra is gonna try to attempt without trying to insult Thorn is try to get the food without the bath, as she's not too keen in taking baths in any kind of public spaces. So she's trying to ask the guy that runs the place, if that's fine.
Yeah, he says, so this is Mahadi, and he says, oh, of course, my dear. We can cater to whatever you prefer.
Then Coyra has no issues. She's not gonna make a fuss about it or anything.
I was waiting for you to say something about waggly eyebrows after making that statement. Whatever you desire.
We already shelled out our soul coin each, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've given them to him, but I mean, he's still,
Oh yeah, no, I just want to check.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So do you both sign the document?
As long as there's nothing in fine print that states that I'm selling my soul, then I'm fine and just sign it.
No, it literally just states that if you don't pay for services or food or drink, that you will instead provide, service in lieu of payment. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
So my plan for this, Coyra, is for everything that is offered to us, we demand of Mahadi that he give his oath that this is already paid for with the soul coin that we've given him. And that if it isn't, he will take care of any excess debt on his own account. So in case he does slip any traps through the system at us, everything we say, and this is, you guarantee that this is covered.
Coyra just nods.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, that's about as safe as you can be when dealing with devils and their kin.
He's just a human.
Yeah.
Really? Is he really? I wonder.
Did you check his shadow?
I'm not.
I didn't.
No, don't give him ideas in before he's gonna stab the guy because he thinks Shadow is I think we can't afford that, okay?
I try not to pick indiscriminate fights I can't win.
No, you don't.
He's still alive.
I mean, I haven't just randomly walked up to some 20th level Candlekeep wizard and stabbed them, have I? No matter how much I might have wanted to.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to the altar.
There's always a first. We'll see.
I mean, maybe it's time for a fresh character anyway.
I'm still quite happy with mine.
Trasco, here.
It's an acid bath.
Just exfoliates.
Deep exfoliation.
Complete exfoliation.
Luke Cage moments.
Like subcutaneous.
Right. So, document signed. You will be, the curtain is kind of drawn aside. The inner curtain of Infernal Rapture is kind of drawn aside. Mahadi holds it back for you and gestures for you to proceed on through.
Okay. I'll lead the way.
Okay. So as you step through, you feel kind of a moment of almost disorientation, and then there's this it is very TARDIS-like. Like in front of you is a setting that is far larger than the vehicle that you think you've stepped into, and there's all these intense smells of delicious food that are now just in your face, and it's like almost impossible to not drool. And you also, behind that, you smell like all these kind of spa like bath oils and soaps and like lovely herbal smells as well coming from this area. and in the interior is draped with like these heavy curtains, and is lit what it looks like it's some kind of magical lighting, because you don't see like any open flames anywhere. But there are all these kind of individual like kind of what's the word I'm looking for, like oh god, words, come on, almost like a kind of large like booth, kind of thing with the curtains draped, so if you're going to go and eat, you could proceed into this like private suite to go and eat, or if you're going to go to a spa, then there's this kind of private bathing area where you could do that. And you see up ahead of you, Red Ruth disappears, kind of further into this establishment, and beyond, another pair of curtains, and they are kind of drawn behind her, and yeah, she goes and does her thing. And Mahadi, after you both step through, will escort you to one of these kind of private suites, and well, he asks you if you'd like to eat first, or do you want to bathe first, or what's your preference?
Well, since Coyra doesn't want to bathe, we should probably eat first.
Okay.
I mean, Coyra is fine with waiting. She also tells you that if you want to take a bath first, I'll patiently wait.
It's okay. You might as well wait on the table with bits of food on it afterwards. That way you can nibble.
So yeah, your Mahadi then escorts you to a chamber that is kind of set with these like lush cushions around the edge of this kind of small suite, and then in the middle is this kind of low table, and plenty of like comfy chairs. And
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
That's one soul.
Soft pillows as well. There are soft pillows. And encourages you to take a seat, and says, a server will be right with you to offer you foods, and after that, if you wish to bathe, you can proceed further in, and you'll find the spa services ready for you. He says.
And obviously, I'll ask him if all the food is covered by the cost we've already paid, and if he's prepared to swear to that, and so on.
He says, well, a full meal costs 1 coin, which you have paid. He says if you have any special requests, those will be extra. He says, but otherwise, your meal is covered by your payment.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay. So he says, your server will be right with you, and he kind of bows slightly and kind of backs out.
Coyra just waves.
And
I mean, it wouldn't be Coyra if she would bow too. She would just casually wave.
so he kind of smiles at that, and then pivots and walks back towards the front door. And you can vaguely hear kind of other voices, and you hear occasional laughter from other guests at the establishment, and you see servers kind of coming and going with trays of food and baskets of bathing accessories for the spa areas, and it's quietly busy. It's like a kind of nice hum of activity, but not too intrusive. So and then a few minutes later, unless you want to do anything in the meantime, a few minutes later, a woman appears, and she is She has her hair kind of like tightly drawn back. She looks a little pale, perhaps, like she hasn't been outside too much. But she, approaches the table and kind of waits for you to. It looks like she's waiting for something.
Okay. Hello.
She says, "Good day."
I'm Thorn. This is Coyra. What's your name?
She says, "My name is Sarah."
Hello, Sarah. I guess we're hoping to get some food.
Anything particular you would like?
What's good?
She says, "Well, the house specials are always delicious."
Coyra, how does that sound to you?
It depends if it's covered with a coin. We paid the
Yeah, I suppose we can check that. Is that covered with our payment already made?
She says, "Yes. I understand you have purchased a full meal, so I can bring you that. Do you have any special dietary requests or foods that you prefer to avoid? Or
I'd rather not have any more red cap for a while. Other than that, I'm game for pretty much anything.
Yes, that is advisable.
Disagreeable.
Coyra just says that she has no real preferences. Sometimes you have to survive from the weirdest things in nature.
That's true.
Yeah, Sarah kind of like eyes like, okay, and says, then I'll be back with the specials, and we can go from there.
Fantastic.
She does kind of pour some water for you into like this large pitcher and places that on the table. And this low table is already set with all kinds of like utensils and glasses, various different glasses and mugs.
Real quick question: what is the table made out of?
Yeah, it's wooden.
Yeah, thought so.
It does have a lovely like cloth over the top though.
Yeah, once something gets put down on the table, Thorn will be able to notice Coyra's look at the table.
I think if you destroy that table, that's probably an extra expense. Just saying.
No, but it's evil.
Not your first.
This is hell. Everything's evil.
Yes, and if I can
Sarah's
take a little
probably
bit of
evil.
evil
She
out of
seems
this
nice
world,
enough.
I would be happy.
I'm not here to take evil out of the world. I don't really know why we're here, but that's it.
I mean, Coyra knows that she can contain herself. She'll only burn wood when it's not in a bad way for her or the others.
Okay.
And though she
Not
looks
gonna
at
burn
the
down
table
the
like,
Haddies.
I mean,
She
the way I
should
look
just-
at it is, where better to contain evil than in hell?
oh, Coyra is just looking at the table like, if you make one wrong move, you're next.
Okay. So while your food is being prepared, unless there's anything specific you would like to do, I'm going to return to the other half of the party.
Only thing Coyra would try to do is try and relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Keyword being try. There's a wooden
Lulu
table.
is back at the hut, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have to worry about her. Fine, yeah. We'll just have some food that hopefully won't taste like ash. That'd be lovely.
Okay. All right. So then let's go back to the rest of the party who are at Redruth's hut in the middle of the Bone Bramble maze. So yeah, Red Ruth and Thorn and Coyra have left, and you're kind of hanging out in the hut.
I think we should take rests with watches.
I agree. I kind of think I'm kind of kicking myself for not asking this before they left, but like, what are we supposed to do if customers show up?
She said to shoo them away. She's closed for business while she's gone.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
So,
Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm not resting inside the hut.
does the hut smell particularly bad?
The hut smells like
Old lady.
I mean, there's
Old
an old
lady
hag
and
that has
compost.
been living there for a while without bath.
Yeah. It smells kind of composty. You know?
Concoctions and
Palkas isn't
Like a
really
bit
too bothered
moldy.
by it. So, who wants to take first watch?
I'll go first, I guess.
Okay. So
I don't care either way, so pick which one you want.
I'll take last watch.
I'll take middle then.
Okay. And Palkas crashes in the hut.
Grimm crashes outside the hut.
Okay. So wait, who's taking first watch? Sorry, I was
That'd
looking
be
at a thing. Okay.
Nightcast, yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, not long into your watch, actually, you hear kind of a crashing noise. It sounds kind of like it's not like right next to you, but it's like further out in this bramble patch, and it sounds like something is being quite destructive, like some whatever it is, these brambles are being kind of torn, ripped, like broken. There's you might be like an hour or so into your watch when this happens.
Yeah.
Does it sound like it's getting closer?
Yep, if you sit and listen for a few minutes, it does sound like yeah, it's you think it is.
I'm gonna be ready to wake the others if something does end up bursting through into this area. But if it's just like making a mess out there, I don't feel like I want to mess with that.
Okay. So yeah, it's definitely getting closer. Like the longer you kind of, or the more time you spend, more time that passes, it starts getting like closer, and you're pretty sure that it's probably only. You think, well, actually, make a perception check, and I'll see if I can.
Ooh. Make a smell check.
Oh no.
Smells like old lady.
Ooh.
You think it's about like 30 feet away now?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just outside of this little like clearing that she's got.
Not much of a clearing.
Yeah. Well, there's like when we had the map of the actual bramble thing, there was like her shack
Oh, here.
and then like a small open area out in front of it.
Here, hang on, I can move you guys over to that. Let me just make sure. Yep, okay, it's good.
That's never a bad sign.
There you go. Now you got the visual.
Hey, only took a second or two to load it up.
Uh-oh. Is that a good or a
Oh,
bad sign?
It's a lot smaller than I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do what I can to wake up the other guys.
What direction does it seem to be coming from?
Northeast. Black Blade. And Avernus.
So I would probably wake up Palkas first because he's more in the line of its approach.
Yeah, if you guys want to reposition your tokens, I think this is just like where we last left them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess my token isn't really that much different from where he probably would have crashed. I mean, that's inside of her shop, so. If it's coming from the northeast somewhere, Palkas would be obviously not happy about being awoken, but understanding. I keep thinking that this is like an open top maze. It's not. It's covered over, isn't it?
Where you are is covered over for sure. But like, yeah, it's that most of it probably was.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like dark though, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can still there's still light filtering through, so it's not, you know, a dense tunnel or anything like that.
Right. I guess Palkas could say, I think we should stick together. I could send Una to go have a look. That way we're not splitting up too much, because I can recall her.
I think I like that idea.
How tall is the roof of the hut?
It is not that tall. It's like 10 feet, maybe.
Just on the off chance that maybe you can see further from top of the roof, I'm going to go up on the roof.
Okay.
Of the hut.
It is a little
sharp.
And perhaps like it does feel like you can feel it shifting a little bit under your feet, like occasionally, like doesn't feel super stable, but your dexterity does not.
Trying to like plot the path to see. So yeah, I guess Una's gonna just kind of go in this direction. Palkas is gonna take the time to look through Una's eyes.
Okay.
And when she starts getting close to the northeast area where I'm at now, she's gonna slow down when she starts getting closer to the sounds, so that she could potentially see it without raising an alarm.
Okay. All right. So how long does that take her to get there? I'm just trying to like get timing with Grimm climbing up on the roof and Una heading out that direction.
Isn't her flight speed like 30 or something?
I'm not sure. I think it is. I gotta look up an imp, but I forgot how much it is
speed
to get over there.
Is this like another? Feels like that should be another.
It's like 140 to get there. Imp.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's named. Oops.
Fly speed of 40, and it's 140 feet.
Okay, so she can move 80 feet. So like
2 turns.
Two
she
turns.
Could be there.
Okay. All right. So she takes off and is on her way, and Grimm starts climbing up on the roof, and so Grimm, you see like you see tree branches waving in amongst kind of the bone brambles that are like flying all over the place. Like, so it's like something is tearing like this bramble stuff just apart, right? Like this, like
okay, I didn't think
bits flying,
tree branches waving like high, but
and there are tree branches kind of like you see like a branch like swipe past, you know, and another one like in the other direction. Yay, accurate. Sorry, I was thinking about silly dances.
I don't suppose I could try to figure out what this is. I mean, I as a person know what most likely this is, but
Make a perception check.
okay, perception works.
And the way it looks is as if the tree is tearing up the bone brambles.
I will call down somewhat quietly, or as quietly as I can manage and still be heard over the crashing sounds.
We're being attacked by a tree.
There's a tree tearing up the brambles.
Okay.
Palkas should hear this because he's using Una's eyes. So he would say, is it another one of those shambling mound things?
It doesn't look like it. At least I don't think it does. Shambling Mound didn't have tree branches, so.
And about now, right, Una will kind of get to her... Where was she heading? Like...
Here, let me draw it again. So basically...
well, I just wanted to know, like, where she was actually going to...
Where she's at now.
Oh, okay.
Right,
so that's, like,
Yeah.
the final point that you wanted her at.
Well, I mean, I don't know where exactly. You said northeast.
Oh,
That's
so
kind of a big
that's, like,
area.
The 2-round movement. The end of the 2 rounds of movement. Is that right?
No, because she could go 160, but to get here is 140. Here, there's 140. I mean,
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
know how close she could get before she could see them. So
Yeah, so she can at this point see, like, this wall here is, like, collapsing, kind of. Like, this bone bramble wall here
okay.
is
So then she
kind of collapsing.
probably retreat here and just peek around the corner to see what comes through, and then try and get the heck out of there.
She might see, like, actually, you remember those ladies you ran into before?
Mm-hmm.
She sees one of those for a brief moment. Like, it passes through a section of bone bramble wall,
Mm-hmm.
just as it's kind of collapsing, and then continues on.
So wait, she saw one of the spiritual dryad looking, but she didn't see anything about the tree?
She sees, like, lots of bone brambles, like, flying and the collapsing, but not the tree itself.
So it seems to be headed in this direction, though. Hold on here, let me draw an arrow. So, like,
wait, how?
this?
What? The dryad, you mean? Or
Well, I mean, I was expecting something bigger than a dryad. So I'm looking to find this giant tree creature after I was just told about it.
okay.
And she just sees one of the...
She sees one of the dryads for a brief moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then all she sees, like, from this vantage point is bone brambles collapsing and being kind of thrown towards her almost.
Oh. Okay. So I guess she'll just keep watching until she sees something besides that. I mean,
Okay.
Palkas will actually say, I can see, and he's assuming that people can understand that he's, kind of looking through her eyes. He'll say that he sees one of the dryad spirits and something else bursting through.
Like, does something else is chasing the dryad, or do they seem to be in cahoots?
What do you think, Kashcah?
I don't know that you could tell that from the
Don't-
brief glimpse that you got.
I don't know.
At the very least, whatever the tree that's smashing things, I doubt it's a customer.
The dryads did not seem to be fond of Red Ruth.
Well, it was more that they didn't like hanging around her because they didn't like her, not so much that they wanted to, like, destroy her shit.
Okay.
that's the impression that I got. If I interpreted that wrong, please correct me. But it sounded like she creeped them out.
Which way was the dryad headed?
Towards the hut, actually. So
Like
here,
this?
let me do this. She was going in like this direction. Yeah.
Okay, then if that's where the activity's going, then she's going to try and sneak and see more.
Yep. So like at this point, the roof area of this bit has kind of torn open, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like a moment later, she will see, like basically next turn, she will see this very large, huge in fact, tree, but it does not look right for a tree. It looks like there is something corrupted and putrid and kind of distorted about this tree.
An infernal tree.
It it doesn't look like a nice healthy tree with bark and all that jazz. This looks like something is very wrong with this tree.
Does she see any more of the dryad, and if the dryad is running from it or controlling it or something? Or
not from this vantage point. It's almost like a big blob of chaos over there, right?
Okay,
There's just brambles like flying everywhere, and
Mm-hmm.
but what Una could do at this point, right, is fly like up a bit.
Okay.
And then because now like the roof is open in this section, so she could like fly up to get a better perspective at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
Totally like to do that.
And at that point, you see the dryads. You can see them like moving. I mean, the bone brambles as they're being torn asunder, right, by this tree. They just kind of pass through the dryads actually, because you see more than one. So these dryads are moving with purpose, not in a running away style, towards the hut. As the tree tears up these bone brambles, they're just kind of like passing through all this debris that's flying all over the place.
There's multiple dryads, and they seem to be in cahoots with the tree creature, which is huge.
It is huge.
Okay.
Do you think we can talk to them and tell them to stop? They seemed to be nice to us before.
I think it's a possibility, but if they're like intent on coming in like a wrecking ball, then I think we have an issue.
Yeah, especially since we're supposed to protect the hut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, you don't have to go far because pretty much next turn, right? This whole kind of entourage is gonna just
Oh, hey.
move like, and
gee, I was just thinking about dropping down off of that side of the roof.
and here, let me do this for
Easiest path to get to where they're coming from.
So at this point, like this wall here is gone, right? Like this wall under here is gone. This wall of the hut still remains, but the dryads, when they see Malvola, right? Because they don't see Palkas or Grimm at the moment. You guys are inside, is that right?
Oh, I'm on top.
You're on top.
I'm
Yep,
inside.
sorry.
He's on top.
Okay. All right. When they see you guys, there's like this moment of recognition, and they kind of like they turn to the tree and like a motion to the tree to stop. And the dryads will will kind of this one, right, kind of rises up, Grimm, to talk to you.
Does the tree actually stop when they tell it
The
to
tree
stop?
does stop, yeah.
Yep. Talk to the most charismatic.
And the dryad says, I wish you weren't here.
What is your intention?
We must have our revenge.
I
Our
don't want to
intention.
fight you, but we can't allow that.
Palkas comes over here.
She must be punished for her crimes.
We gave our word to protect this
Can we hear?
in exchange for information.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are standing right there.
Okay.
So,
Palkas says she's not here.
so we know. That's why we are.
That's why they came.
But by
Well,
destroying
then you're
this,
not really getting revenge by just wrecking her house.
you only
That's like throwing a temper tantrum.
you only hurt us by wrecking this house, not
We-
her.
We do to her house what she did to ours.
But if you do this to her house, she'll own us.
Then leave.
But we
We
can't.
can't.
We're bound to protect
We
it
gave our
until her
word.
return.
Your choice is simple. Leave, or you will be caught in the destruction.
Palkas puts his maul down. He takes a knee, and he says, I beg you not to do this. Please.
Make a persuasion check, Palkas.
Great. Persuasion. I
That's
should have rolled a real
performance.
die.
Wait, is that...
That says performance.
That's
Whoops.
performance?
Alright, I'm going to roll a real die.
Is persuasion still a thing, right?
Yeah.
It should be.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes I just...
What do you want to go with?
Persuasion. Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, my persuasion, let me look at the check. Persuasion is a +3, and I rolled a 16. I have 19 total. DC's 20, folks. I have no idea.
The dryad says, it is your choice, not ours.
He says, we've made a pledge to protect this spot until her return. If you wreck it, you may be injuring her, but you'll be destroying us. Please don't do this. The choice is with you. I know you can't, like, let's roll more persuasion.
Right. Yeah. No, the dryads, the sisters kind of like look at each other, and this one, do any of you speak Elven?
I'm half elf.
The other half.
Hey! No, I'm just.
Half elf, half orc.
No, I do not speak elf.
Nope, I don't.
Pretty sure I speak it, but it doesn't matter.
She seems to be saying something, like her tone is like almost pleading,
So she sounds like mine.
and this one says something much harsh. Her tone is a lot harsher when she answers. And the tree behind them kind of looks like it's starting to get emotion again. Like you see its like branches kind of start lifting back up, and it starts like like it's gonna move forward again.
Crap. Palkas looks to Malvola and says, "Can you think of any way of negotiating out of this? I don't know how to make both sides get what they want." He looks up to Grimm.
I would ask the dryads. You're destroying her home as revenge for her apparently destroying yours. Are we then to seek revenge against you because you would be harming us in the same way that you've been harmed? Is that what you want to have happen?
They say our lives are gone. You can seek revenge against us and it will not change our situation.
Okay, so all you would be doing at that point is harming us, who we have been friends to you and have no quarrel.
They say we will banish her from this place by destroying
She's
her
not
home.
here.
By destroying her home, we will banish her.
How is that going to stop her from just rebuilding it? You've made room for her to make it bigger.
They kind of gesture behind them.
It's certainly less. Yes, behind the large tree thing, there is a significantly easier path to navigate than the friggin' labyrinth it took to get here. You
There is like this, like
for people who are seeking her like services that she provides. There'll be more customers coming. There'll be more people tromping through your forest.
There is like, by the way, behind the tree, there is this like it just looks like a meteor, just like plowed through, you know. It's just this like like line of carnage, and the dryads respond, "Our minds are made up. You will not change them. Do you know how long we've waited for this chance? She's not here. This is our only chance to destroy her home, and we will be doing this. This, and then at this point, this one, again in Elvish, even more animated, kind of says something to her friends in a pleading tone, and then disappears through the walls and the carnage and the chaos, and yeah, you lose track of like she leaves.
Okay. Do you have a handout for this tree thing?
I don't think I do. Wait, hang on.
Because that picture on it looks like you would.
I don't.
It
I
looks
don't.
really cool.
No handout.
Yeah, it's a great picture.
Yeah.
I was also wondering if there was one as it looks cool. See, since it's not threatening me, it looks really cool.
No handout for the trees.
That's right. I'll just zoom in really far and it'll be good. What's Lulu doing, by the way?
Lulu's kind of like, yeah, over here going, oh shit.
Should I trumpet now?
Maybe I should have gone with others.
And it is at this point that you see this banshee, this dryad here takes like her eyes kind of set on you, Grimm. And there's just a moment of quiet, and then she just shrieks at you, just like wails like this, like bone chilling cry, and
Great.
we're gonna do that, and then
Gee, imagine that.
And before you roll initiative, though, well, either or doesn't really matter. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
So yeah, I really don't regret going to the bathhouse.
Oh, they did terrible. That was awful. Jesus.
Got the one shriek in.
I mean, I feel kind of bad.
I don't think that I don't know. Did that Constitution saving throw save me from whatever? I hope.
Let's have a look. Hang on. So, yeah, that one was fine. You're like, well, I mean, fine as in you get the lesser of the two evils. Sorry, it's. I'm sorry. Apologies if I wasn't clear. It's everybody within 30 feet of her
Oh.
needs to make a con saving throw.
Oh. That's fun. Okay, con save. I should have rolled. Real die, but hey. There you go.
Okay. Again, lesser of the two evils for Palkas. Wait, where did that? Hang on, I want. It's the thing that I want to get because in a moment we're going to go back to the other team.
Yep.
I mean, we're having fun all this.
I came this close to taking Blight
There it
as a
is.
spell.
Okay.
This close. I don't know if it would even affect this tree thing, but now I'm wondering if it would.
Sometimes I wish the people on Twitch and such could see this Discord comment.
So Malvola, I think you're within the con saving throw range.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everything.
Sure.
Actually, I don't know if. Oh, would Una need to do a save as well?
It's 30 feet.
Okay.
She was flying though, right?
Yeah, but D&D doesn't really count so much when you're
Okay.
just like a little bit up there. I don't know what her
No,
Well,
I was
saves are.
trying to help.
I know.
Oh, how high up is she?
She only flew up just enough to see stuff, so
Okay.
it's very two-dimensional in things.
Need Lulu.
You know,
Do, do, do,
but
do.
let's see.
I mean, I get it. If you make it three-dimensional, it overcomplicates so many things.
She has magic resistance, if that makes a difference. But I don't know if she does because she's my familiar imp, not an imp. What is her say? It can't say +1. Okay, so I will just roll a d20. 19.
Oh, damn it all. Doesn't have that. Okay, fine. 19.
Yep.
Okay.
She speaks Infernal. I have my own personal little translator.
All right. So anybody that rolled above a 13 takes 12 psychic damage.
Psychic, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
What walls are destroyed, by the way? I only whited
hang
up.
on a second.
Sorry.
If you rolled below a 13,
I'm sorry.
then your HP drops to 0.
Okay.
What?
Well, I'm out.
Oh shit. How did Lulu do?
So Lulu rolled a 19, so she is hurt but not out.
Oh crap!
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Coyra, Thorn, have fun with the rest of the adventure.
Been nice playing with you.
We'll be sure to brief your replacement characters thoroughly.
Honestly, I'm amazed that Grimm rolled a 13.
All right. So before we get into kind of the full combat here, let's go back for a moment. Gives you guys some time to strategize, right?
Ugh. Well, there's one less of
Cliffhanger.
us to strategize with now.
Okay, so back at the Infernal Rapture, appetizers are being served. Sarah the server returns, and she has a platter of what look like they're like these little sliders. You guys know what sliders? Like the little kind of burgers, like
Tiny burgers.
yeah, they these cute little tiny buns, and they've got like it almost looks like pulled pork inside them. So there's two of those, and then there's what looks like pan-fried mushrooms with butter and garlic, and also like a little salad. So this little kind of platter of appetizers comes
So-
your way.
Out of character thing. I really regret this all. Like, my hair smells like candy, now all the food all coming
No.
Like,
Clearly, you just need to send Bisco out for snacks.
I'll try not to eat during streams.
Yes, I'll definitely try the slider.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's spicy, right? The whatever is like the meat that's inside the slider has like a spicy kind of barbecue flavor to it. It's a nice little brioche bun. It's delicious, and it tastes amazing.
Okay,
It's fresh dragonborn.
that's fine. I don't care. This is Thorn. You think
I
Thorn
mean,
cares?
exotic foods can be nice.
Coyra,
Coyra is just eating the
it's
salad.
fantastic. It's fantastic.
First thing Coyra takes is just a salad.
Okay, yeah. It has like kind of a tart flavor. Like the dressing is a little tart, but the leaves it's like leafy greens, and it's just delicious. Yeah, it's quite tasty.
And
Fantastic.
Coyra looks in her little bag of fluffy balls to see if there's more than one in there while she's eating. Just to check, you
Oh
know?
my god.
It's
Ah,
dark
go
in
back.
there.
I can't remember.
Last time I've used it was with these things, if I recall correct, and left them a little pet.
Yes, you left them a pet, the dryads. So it's been
Yeah.
what, 4 hours maybe, something like that. 5 hours.
Okay, yeah, then no, it's not back.
And Coyra just looks back to Thorn and says, "Hope everything is going okay, buddy. All of this."
You guys are having this delicious meal.
Coyra cares about her friends, so she hopes everything is going fine and it's not getting attacked by, for example, giant tree monsters. You know?
I'm sure they're having a great time. The only creatures we ran into that entire maze were those dryads, and they were charming. The only danger is Red Ruth, and she's in the bath. They're having a fantastic time.
I
They're
would
probably
say
putting on
that
a show right now.
I would
I'm a tree. What kind of tree am I?
almost agree. Just the only danger is Red Root. You say, I think the smell she left is also a danger.
Yeah. It would be less with her out. And, since we went into that wasp nest, I haven't been able to smell a thing anyway.
Right. So, appetizers and conversation at the Infernal Rapture.
About mustard, you ask? Nah, I'm fine.
Do you have any grey poupon?
Oh, jeez.
A
Alright.
joke for the Americans in the room.
So, the only thing Coyra does when there's like nothing really going on here after we finish like the appetizers is would take the bubble pipe and get some bubbles. And she's just relaxing as everything is going quite well.
So far, so good.
Yep. So back at the place where everything's not going quite well. All right, let's do. Let me sort this
Back
initiative.
up where we're having a regular vacation, according to Thorn.
So, I can confirm my hair doesn't taste like candy. With the head on my tongue.
Grimm, you are first up, sir.
Would you mind pointing to the walls that have fallen again?
This one, like there.
Okay, thank you.
And wait, hang on. Yeah, basically anything within the vicinity of the tree is not there anymore. You know, if the tree is touching it, it's toast.
Okay.
So technically this part of the map could be cleaned up. Just one line.
Yeah, it's true.
Just saying now this black line is really obvious.
Yeah, what the heck?
There's lots of little black
Yeah,
bits here
but
and
that
there.
one was now so obvious with the white. It's like I couldn't ignore it anymore. Okay.
There and there.
Okay. Going to. Or no, it's just to attack, but at the same time.
You
Okay,
just
so
heard
bonus action.
a thud behind you.
Gotta
That's
remember
mine.
how to play this character again.
It has been too long.
That's your bonus action to remember how to play.
It was
As a
not
bonus
very
action,
effective.
I am going to cast Shield of Faith, which has the lovely side effect of raising my AC by 2 points to 21.
Got anything that raises dragonborns?
As wait, hang on before I do that. That's see this. No, I'm not going to cast Shield of Faith. I have to do things differently because I was thinking I could do both, but not thinking about what. I'm going to drop back. Not sure where I can drop down because just here, I guess.
Kick the head.
Lay hands on Malvola. Can't change the keyboard. Where is it? There it is. Casting it at level 2. For, I think that's, what, whole 12 points of healing.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's how that works.
use for the rest of my movement to move there, and I'm going to spend a key point for patient defense. And that's pretty much all I can do. But at least you've got 12 hit points now.
Better than 0.
For the moment.
Hey, I'm a relatively low level on the cleric side, so sorry. Best I can do.
Okay.
No, this is just kind of goes back to what I've been saying before, where it seems like the encounters are not balanced for the character level.
Oh, I think they are.
I mean,
We
I
just chose
personally
poorly
think-
with dividing the party.
I personally think Thorn and I are having a great time and it's well balanced for us.
I think they're doing just fine.
I'm so sorry.
Palkas.
Till Red Wraith comes back to find us dead and her house destroyed.
We can't take any blame for that.
Oh, I'm sure we can.
Oh no, we can't. Same with her.
So it's my turn, isn't it?
It is.
Oh god. Jesus. All right. What does that do again? I forget. Okay. Yeah, that might be a thing. Oh, which spell to use? Okay. Palkas is going to he's going to be burning some sorcery points today. He is going to use a cantrip that will take up a full his action. And that is going to I'm assuming he should be able to see some of the tree thing to shoot it.
It's a big ass tree.
Yep. So he's going to try and shoot at it with the simple Mind Sliver cantrip. Where is it? Mind Thrust, Mind Sliver. There we go. Got a lot of spells. DC 15. Intelligence save.
How smart is it?
How smart is it? Yes.
Right?
How smart is
And so like, okay, maybe this will help.
It is not that smart because it failed that save.
Okay. And it gets a -4 to any to its next save by the end of my next turn.
Okay.
I then spend...
And it takes 8 psychic damage?
It does take 8 psychic damage.
Okay.
I then spend 2 sorcery points. 3 sorcery points. Sorry, because I actually can combine these two together to quicken a careful spell. I'm going to be casting Sickening Radiance. Which, let's see if I have that over here. Sickening Radiance. And it's a 30-foot radius is the thing. So he's going to kind of aim, I'm just going to show you a direction, down the path behind the tree.
Okay.
But so that it will still, in a radius, affect this area. Probably just up to here. And he's going to include Una. He's going to include... This is like him carving the spell so that these people aren't injured by it.
Okay.
Una, Grimm, and himself.
Okay.
But he doesn't want the cloud to actually go any further than himself either.
Roger that.
But let me click on that spell. Hold on. Sickening Radiance. It is a concentration spell. And when they start their turn on it or when they move into this cloud is when they make their saves.
Okay. Got it.
And it's radiant damage.
And you did 15 on your wild. Cool.
High numbers were good, right? With the wild magic.
And it stays in that area.
Okay. Can you... Wait, hang on. What's the radius?
30-foot radius.
Cool.
It's a massive spell.
That is big.
Yes.
Alright. Anything else? That's your cantrip and your... Well, it's your action and your bonus. Any movement you want to do?
Kind of thinking he feels okay where he's at right now. He'll just say real quick to Nightcast, seeing him like down on the ground with his eyes open, "Don't walk into the cloud." That's it.
All right. And how about Una? What's she up to?
Una's just going to stay where she's at for now.
Okay. All right. The tree.
The tree.
The tree.
Can I ask a question really quick?
Of course.
Like, you casted a spell but included yourself, Grimm, and Una. How does that work? Like,
It's because I'm a sorcerer, I have a
Yeah.
special ability that I chose early on that allows me to carve spells. Because this is a save and take no damage, or you take full damage,
Mhm.
I am able to choose up to 3 people, because that's how much my charisma modifier allows, to exclude from the effects, or automatically, in this case, automatically pass. So myself, Grimm, and Una automatically pass and therefore take no damage and are unaffected by the spell. If it were
Okay.
something like a fireball where they take half damage even if they save, then, well, they would still take half damage.
Okay.
But the spell works really well with it.
Yeah,
Alright.
today I learned.
So the tree needs to save.
Tree needs to save.
No, it doesn't need to save, it can feel.
With a -4.
With a -4. So is this. So it rolled an 18 and then the -4.
Yes.
14. So wait, that's the. Okay, yep, so that's the con. So it takes the 16 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 exhaustion level.
And it takes a
Oh.
level of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Can a
So
tree get
tricksy.
tired?
Can a tree walk and bust through bone walls?
This one can.
Then you've answered your question.
How do we...
I mean, I don't know what trees do in the
Exhaustion.
forest. I've not watched them
There we
walk or not walk, just saying.
Sleepy face.
You're a druid.
Sleepy face for exhaustion. Right.
Yeah, so.
That's right. And then, so it kind of takes the hit from the Sickening Radiance, and then it is still going to continue about its business. It's going to move kind of ever so slightly this way, and it is going to slam attack Grimm.
It now
Sorry,
has
Grimm.
disadvantage on ability checks.
Ability checks.
Yeah.
I just looked up exhaustion again.
Well, it has disadvantage to hit me regardless because I've got patient defense up.
Hey, nice.
Oh, and that level up, my AC is 19 now.
Okay, well I hit you, so
Nice.
it swings at you twice, and because of the disadvantage and your increased AC, it only hits with 1 of those.
Nice.
So it does 15 bludgeoning damage
Oh,
to you.
jeez.
Could have been a lot worse. Could have been 30.
I'll give it time. There's still one dryad that hasn't screamed.
Well, I don't know. It
You're
might be
always so
hurting in a moment.
positive.
There's a big cloud.
That's its turn. So Malvola, it is your turn.
Welcome back.
So, in the process of standing up, Malvola continues to go up. I activate Ascendant Step and basically cast Levitate on myself and lift myself up into the sky.
Nice. That's amazing.
And
You
that's
look
an at
like
will
little
ability.
ants.
So my action is
Well, that's an
to
at will.
cast Hunger of Hadar right here.
Nice. Can you hit me with the spell card, please, so I can... Thank you. 20-foot radius. A sphere of blackness and bitter cold. So where do you want to... What point is it going to be centered on?
Like over here-ish.
Okay. 20 foot. Yeah, so it gets
I'm-
like the
I'm
dryad.
Trying to not catch Grimm in it, but he's kind of... I can't make a square without him in it.
That's a sphere, right? So
Yeah. So, I mean, a 20-foot radius is
Big.
mm-hmm.
trying to remember how to use all the goofy tools in here.
I might have a thing, actually. Hang on. Let me see. Do I have a sphere? Come on. Oh, I do.
You said 20-foot radius?
Yeah. So, I mean, from a center point, it's 4 squares. So if I target it like way up in this corner of the fog of war, it's still going to hit Grimm. Because the scale of the
The scale of the A.
well, I guess it doesn't.
We could put it there. That's 20 foot, right?
Well, it still looks like the squares in the template are not the same size as the squares on the map, but that's what I'm trying to make happen, is what you've got right there.
Okay.
Let me get rid of mine.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Gee, this is the thanks I get for healing you. Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to go like one more out.
Excuse me.
Like that. I still think you could do. Oh, I see what you mean. But you could do like that, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, is so that the curve of it is like right in front of Grimm, I guess.
Yeah, Grimm, you're gonna get a close encounter.
Like the tentacle is like.
Don't touch the circle.
Close encounter of the void creature kind.
In response to Palkas saying, "Don't step into the circle."
Touche.
Gotcha. Don't step into the darkness.
All right. So let me. Any creature that starts its turn takes the cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn takes acid damage. Okay.
Yep.
Otherworldly tentacles. You've got otherworldly tentacles waving around in front of your face, Grimm.
The circle of fun.
A circle of fun. Right.
Grimm has seen this before.
Yeah,
you guys have.
just not quite that up close.
There we go.
Gotta be able to see to hit things.
Anything else you would like to do?
That.
That's all of my stuff for the turn.
Okay. Right. Then they need to make. So the. Oh, crying out loud. So the Dryads need to make 2 saves, right? One for the Sickening Radiance and one for Hunger Hadar.
Yes.
Jesus. Guys are mean.
We're mean? They're bringing a death tree and just screamed him to death.
Oh, so hang on. So this is the one. Let's do the one on the left first.
Okay.
So left rolled an 18 con save for the Sickening Radiance, and then what is it for? Oh, it just
DC 15.
they just actually they just take the 2d6, right, for the hunger, for the cold damage, and then if she stays there, then she's gotta suck it up.
And then she's got to make the dex.
Can I move it? I just want to. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. No, that's terrible.
Send to back.
Back. Okay. And then we've got somebody's little blocks here.
Sorry.
That's all right.
So,
Okay.
can someone refresh my memory again? What are those orange lines?
Those are the dirt trails that were showing us what directions we went.
Right. Okay.
I feel that this one is gone. So I'm just gonna get rid of it.
You're just
There might
making
be
it
bits and
easy
pieces
for
of it
kashcah.
left.
There you go. There's a bit there.
All right. So then, sorry, the one on the right. needs to also make a con roll. They roll a 9. So they get the Sickening Radiance, 16 radiant damage. They ain't happy.
And I don't know if it can take a level of
And then they
exhaustion.
get the 7 from the... Okay, and... yeah, sure it can. Okay.
So then they do the Hunger of Hadar now, or?
I did that already, right? Because so then they're gonna take their turn, and then at the end of their turn, if they're still in the circle, then
Gotcha.
then they're
Yep.
then they have to do the dex save.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh crap. Sorry. I did something wrong. I thought I did this. One moment.
Oh, I see. 2d6 cold automatically happens, and then if it ends
Yeah,
its turn,
If
it does a dex
if
save.
they start their turn in it, they get the 2d6 cold damage,
Okay.
and then if they don't move out of it, then they have to make the save or get the acid damage.
Gotcha.
I forgot to put Lulu in the turn order, so she's going right there.
Okay.
She's just shocked by what happened.
Yeah.
All right. So
She sees me rise from the dead. It's like,
Literally rise up.
Mhm.
this one, you see, Palkas. This one kind of fades through. Well, just moves ethereally through that wall of the hut, right?
Okay.
And then kind of comes towards you and is gonna attack you through the wall. Actually.
Yeah. That's rude. But okay.
I'm just imagining how bad this combo would be if Coyra would be there with her grasping vine. Are you trying to leave? Nope.
So they
By the way,
roll-
the greenish light mist that it does go through and around everything. Just so you know.
Okay, got it. So a 16 to hit you.
Hold on. I don't think that I can do much. No, because that'll just give me a +5. Okay, I'm
Okay.
hit.
You hit. For 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay. And this one is foolishly gonna stay where they're at. And try and hit you, Grimm.
At a
They
disadvantage.
roll a 13, so nope. Okay, and then this one is going to make their dex roll 7. So they fail their dex. So you want to do the 2d6 acid damage on that lady right there.
Mm-hmm. Fun part is she makes it a disadvantage now because she's exhausted.
Yep, that's why she screwed it, you know. Because her other, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, would you like some tea?
You're just jealous?
Well, yeah, returning to the Infernal Rapture for just a moment. The plates of appetizers are cleared away after you've eaten whatever you want. And main dish is served.
Coyra
And
quickly puts away the pipe.
okay. It
It's like bubbles all around, but tries to hide that she was blowing bubbles.
it is it almost looks like you know what like a beef Wellington is, right?
Sorry, what?
where it's got like the pastry case, and it's like kind of got like decorations on the outside of the pastry, and like it's like a pie but without the dish kind of thing. Somebody got a picture of a beef Wellington.
Yeah, I'm sure they're having a terrible time with Red Ruth
Yeah.
right now.
Awful, all this good food. Oh no.
Yeah, the food's probably horrible. It's probably a communal bath, so they have to be in the bath with her.
What are you
Oh.
hoping is happening? You just want us to be as miserable as you.
In light of what's happening, I'm probably not giving it much a thought. Other than I wish everybody was here.
So, it kind of looks like that, right? Except it actually looks like deep fried. And it has these herbs, like you can see like sprigs of rosemary and basil leaves, like carefully placed within the pastry to form like a decorative kind of display, like pattern of the pastry itself. And it's served with a brandied plum sauce, along with some roast carrots and parsnips. So
Sounds
that's
fantastic.
Yeah, they're having an absolutely terrible time at the menagerie.
Yeah.
all right. So that is the main course that is served to you, and yeah.
What does Lulu do?
Lulu, hearing people say don't step in the circle.
Mhm.
Wait, can you see into
Into the green?
into the Hunger of Hadar? Can you see into
I don't-
that?
Should be able to.
It's otherworldly tentacles.
It's a sphere of blackness, so I would imagine it's like at night as opposed to like daylight.
No,
But
no light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area.
It's a radius sphere
Creatures-
of blackness and bitter cold.
And creatures fully within the area are blinded.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can't see in.
Okay.
You know who can? Una.
The hungry void.
Una can see in it. But I'm not using Una vision, so I can't. Right now, Una's just like, ooh! Cannot be unseen.
oh wow, creatures fully within the area are blinded. I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So the tree has no idea which way is up at the moment. Okay. So then this makes it tricky. Lulu kind of moves into the hut and is going to trumpet at the dryads. And hang on, let me look at her trumpet one more time. Sorry, it's been a while since I looked at it.
And then it just transforms into a giant mammoth of a beast.
30-foot cone.
Not
of
in the
energy.
hut, please.
Not in the hut.
As
So
shaky as that roof is, I'm not even sure
mean-
trumpet would hold up to the trumpet.
So she trumpets. She aims kind of away from you guys, and she does trumpet at those two dryads there.
Kind of like that-ish or something.
Yeah, it's a
And the-
cone, but yeah,
No.
like that.
And the roof collapses.
And the roof collapsed. Luckily, nobody's standing on it anymore, but
Only under it.
so they need to make a con saving throw.
Now, see, if I was standing on it, it would collapse. Since I'm not standing on it, miraculously able to survive.
Oh no, just a part you're standing under collapse.
And
Yeah.
they both fail. So they both take 11 thunder damage.
Nice.
Thunder.
11 thunder snoot damage.
And it is really freaking loud. Right? Standing next to that Malvola, you're like, oh, you're not. You're up in the air.
I'm
Never mind.
like
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
like 30 feet up in the air.
You need to put
So
like
just
little wing
Palkas
icon
is
on
like,
it.
Actually,
you know,
what's
not
wrong
damaged
here?
by it, but. Oh, sorry. Go on. Okay, so that's Lulu's turn. Yeah, she's gonna do that. Grimm.
A big beastie tree that you can't see and can't see you.
Yeah. And then there's a dryad that I can't see.
Oh, you
Where?
could see because she's not completely in there, right? So it's like
Yeah, but isn't there kind
Creatures-
of a wall?
creatures fully within the area. I kind of feel like that wall is just kind of done.
Okay.
Between tree proximity to the tree, Lulu trumpeting. There's
What
not a
wall?
lot left of like the one that's right in there. It's right there.
In that case,
It's not much of a wall anymore.
what to do? Yeah, we'll go with.
He's just warming his dice up, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that first one didn't hit.
Correct. But the
No,
second
no,
one
the
certainly
first roll was a practice roll.
does.
Yeah, 7 points of slashing damage against that one.
She's not looking so good.
Which one? This
The
one?
one with the
That
mask
one.
thing.
Oh,
this,
that one. Okay.
This one is not looking so good.
Gotcha.
You know what? Where is it? I'm going to burn a key point. Unfortunately, not for patient defense, but
What is with these nat ones?
does the 19 hit?
The 19 does hit.
Okay, 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And that ends my semi-pathetic turn.
It looks like one more of those and that one will be done.
I mean, you did
You
that.
know, if only I didn't roll some nat ones in there.
Just get them out of the way. Oh no. Alright.
Yeah, they could have popped up when I did that saving throw against the whale.
That would not have been good. Palkas.
Palkas gonna do his cone attack. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Psionic Blast. He's gonna kind of aim it in this direction here,
Okay.
so that it, kind of sweeps across like this.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
He's guessing that the tree hasn't moved from where it was, because he can't obviously see that way. But, Psionic Blast. Oh, yeah, 3rd level. Actually, wait a second. What level spells do I have available? We're gonna make that 4th level. What?
It doesn't matter whether the tree destroyed the house because you guys are just
It's psionic. It does
taking it
not
apart
do.
bit by bit.
It's not doing damage to any non-living thing.
Yeah, but maybe
You know,
Lulu.
things that it does psychic damage. I mean.
Okay.
And now her pet bird is dead.
Right. So
No, in her it was probably a pet bat.
I mean, all the mushrooms in our house are now dead. I guess you're cleaning a bit.
It's Psionic Blast. It's not a fireball or anything like that. It does destruction to the territory. It only
And you're
affects the
saying
creatures.
only living things, so the
Well,
mushrooms.
I mean, it can affect undead as well, provided they can be hurt by psionic, but it's a mind effect.
they all failed.
Okay.
Good.
then they take the damage and they're pushed and knocked prone.
So 23 plus 2?
They're
Is
all
that-
pushed 20 feet backward. What was that?
Oh,
Like over here?
It's true.
This is why we work good together.
You guys comboing. Is not... So wait, is 23 plus 2 though because of the higher level? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, well this one is toast anyway. Ugh.
Kashcah really didn't intend you guys would have teamwork.
Well, right now, I'm pretty sure that we're both just like popping our highest level everything that we possibly can because we know if we don't, we're dead.
I mean, even if you do, you might be dead.
20 feet? Wait, hang on.
That's up to 20 feet. I mean, if it runs into a wall, then it runs.
Yeah,
into a wall.
I mean, also it's a big ass tree, so it kind of, but the dryad I think is gonna be pushed like. Well, wrong token. Oh god.
There's a
Now I
lot of
can't get to
stuff
the
going
dryad
on.
token. God damn it! Hang on. Also, it's really messing with me that the squares are on the sphere and the. Oh. Okay. There we go. All right, let's put the dryad there.
Okay.
Right. How about are you? Well, I'm assuming. Well, you got anything else up your sleeve there, Palkas?
I don't know. He goes, bleh, and they go into the darkness, and he goes, okay. and that's about it. He just kind of waits at this point,
Okay.
and he says mentally to Una, "Let me know if you see them come back, if they run away or if they're charging." He just says it meant like to her.
Okay.
That's
And
it.
Una can reply immediately.
And then Una says, "Okay, you push them. Oh God, no, you don't. Ooh.
My eyes.
So yeah,
I didn't know tentacles could do that.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Thorn
That's
and
it.
Coyra's eyes are filled with food.
I'm sure we can find a bleach somewhere in the hut or in his eyes after this.
Right. So the tree
The tree.
has to wait. Does it do? Okay, so it's 2d6 cold damage.
The tree has been felled.
It was just coming along for the party. You know, it's like, hey guys, I hear you got a party. I'm coming along. We're gonna have fun.
Okay.
I just wonder, like, how exactly does a tree stand itself back up?
Ask the just same way that the Kool-Aid Man does in this case. Oh yeah.
All right, then hang on. We're gonna. Yeah, then it tries to kind of like move and then finds itself bumping into the dryad spirits and then ends up moving kind of in this direction a bit.
Okay.
Did it
Yeah.
take the radiant damage
The radiant damage from
being in the green sickening radiance?
looks a loady. Does it get to save each time or it's just permanently failed that?
Hold on a second.
I'm assuming that it rolls. Well, I don't know, actually.
When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn
Okay,
there, that
okay.
creature must succeed on a con save.
Right.
But it's a disadvantage. So
16?
my DC is 15.
Okay. So
Is-
that
is that-
succeeds.
That's a disadvantage. Ooh,
It's a big tree.
lucky. Okay. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for catching that. Right. So tree finds no enemies to
Did it
slam.
make its deck save
It
for
did.
the arms?
Oh, no, it didn't. Thank you.
Remember at the end of turn.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we've got so many effects going right now.
I rolled a 10. So no, it does not make its deck save. So
Yay! A nat 20.
right. Okay, so then it takes some acid damage. Wait, it's not. Oh no, it's just vulnerable. Okay, just checking that it wasn't vulnerable to acid. All right, Malvola. Fly, Malvola.
Tree's having a really bad day.
Oh, it's about to get worse.
Oh no.
That's right, you're flying.
Yes.
Jeez.
I feel like you've gone full Magneto, but like the Warlock version.
Oh wait, that wallet. No, wait, that's not so much a thing.
Can you see it?
He's flying, so I don't know.
Well, I was thinking there's this wall here, the horizontal, like just north of Palkas, but I would be above that, so.
I suppose you know it's in there somewhere.
Well, he can see through the darkness.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I can see through magical
Okay.
darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
He's creepy like that.
along this path. Basically, my breath weapon, just let him have it.
Okay.
Because why not, right?
So both of them are getting caught in this.
That's the
lightning.
intention.
Okey-doke. Deck save for the Dryad, 5. And for the tree, 14. So they both fail.
That's wow. Yeah, roll 20 is definitely being its normal self with the dice rolls today. Jeez. Yeah, and I think that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Can you do that while you're levitating?
I can move 20 feet.
Is it just up and down?
I didn't know that it specified. Let me.
You can push off of things, but I think levitate just goes up and down.
Oh yeah, only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach. Okay, then I guess I'm not moving over there.
Midair. No, it's not.
You still get to do the Magneto thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna stick where you're at then?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, you want to roll the cold damage for this Dryad that's left.
No, the tree would be getting it too.
Yeah, but it's at the start of their turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
there's the
right.
Dryad.
And does it have a different finish? Oh, it does. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
We have effects that happen at all sorts of weird times.
Seriously. And
Yeah.
when does the radiant
That's at the beginning of its
sickening,
turn.
the sickening radiance?
Yeah.
For crying out loud. Right, where the heck did that go?
DC 15 con.
There it is. Thank you. Ooh. Just scrolled in the wrong bit.
The Dryad that left is the smart one.
This Dryad is about... Oh, no, they fail. So, this Dryad is down. Okay.
We don't know that. Well, Malvola does.
Una does.
Lulu says, I think that's enough for me today. Backs up a little bit. Grimm.
Yeah, because there's so much I can do.
You did it. You trust me. You did. You kept one spellcaster from expiring, and then you tanked for the other one so he could maintain a concentration spell. You are a godsend. And then you did some damage on top of that.
Actually, you know
Yeah.
what?
You are being extraordinarily helpful today. I mean, I'm
Also, you don't forget as well, you have like the Sickening Radiance is carved around you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still.
Yeah, I kind of can't move because of that. And
no.
between that and the door.
It specifically
I
doesn't
moved
affect
back,
you.
but-
It's not the location. It's you.
Okay.
So
It's
you can move around
still-
in it.
I ain't going to try to move around in the arms of the door.
A wise
That I
choice.
can't really help. Sorry.
So my point is, I can't getting to the enemy is kind of not going to happen.
Yeah. The thing is that with the Banshees gone, the tree might chill the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of getting cold and acid damage in turn, along with radiant damage.
Yeah.
You could just wait it out.
Yeah,
It's
Just
Well,
chill,
you know what?
man.
Then you know what you need to do is add to the party and bring in like the fire damage
Just start shooting random.
at like random intervals, and just like let's just completely make it like okay, it's half an hour of saving throws, and then it's dead.
I just imagine the entanglement spell hero, so just
Yes.
so much fun.
Yes.
Or
That
like,
and the flame whip would be fantastic right now too, because it's like, oh, I drag it 20 feet back into the circle so that it can't get out of the arms of an R.
And then I psionic push it back.
It's like a yo-yo. A giant tree yo-yo.
part of me actually wishes I was there. But the other part of me is quite happy that she's staying alive.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Grimm?
What you up to?
Well, I can't see in the darkness, so
You know it's in there somewhere.
Then you're hearing
but
you're hearing all the crazy tentacle slurpees going on too.
As well as you
yeah,
did
there's
hear
a
like
reason why I ain't going anywhere near that.
you also did hear like a lot of, you know, tree movement around with bone brambles going everywhere.
Mm.
Destruction in that general area.
Okay. Only so much I can do. That's the crazy part. Ooh. I know what I can do. Just because I've never done it before, I'm going to cast Bless on all three of us.
Why not?
Which, whenever we make an attack roll or saving throw, add a d4 to the number rolled.
That sounds good to me.
Well, I can't do anything to the enemy, so figure
Mm-hmm.
help those that potentially can.
Buff sounds good.
And it's because I don't trust that tree. Being able to find. I'm going to burn a key point to do patient defense as my bonus action. The action was to cast Bless. Bonus action, patient defense.
Okay, doke.
And
Good
I'll stay there because I really don't feel like moving anywhere.
Okay.
You don't want to give the tentacles a lick?
These
No.
are just like raisins.
The phrase said enough.
Yeah. am Grimm, not Thorn.
No, he would stab them.
Then he would lick them.
Like a kebab.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Kebab. Tentacles. Palkas.
Quick question: did the tree fail to the radiance last time?
I think it made it.
I don't recall.
Okay.
I think it's
Hang
only
on.
15.
Which check is it? Is it con or?
Yeah. It's con.
Oh god, there's like.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. He's just going to maintain concentration.
I think it did succeed because the last con check I have in here was a 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just going to maintain concentration, and that's about it.
Okay. And how about Una?
She's just going to keep watching and reporting what's going on.
Okay. Right, tree, cold damage.
Gradually wear it away.
She's like, I just hope it dies now.
You want to roll or is that the 10? Oh no, that's
I thought the 10 was the 10 was for the.
That was the
I don't
acid
remember what the
damage.
10 was for.
That was the
That was
acid
for-
damage that killed
10
him.
was for the Dryad,
Yeah.
or what we're calling a Dryad.
Yeah.
all right. Now, let me do this. See what direction it's gonna go in. Oh, you know what helps if I actually like. So it tries to continue in this direction. Oh crap! I moved it. God damn it!
Taking the tentacles with it.
Taking the arms with it.
I mean, I don't think anyone minds if it takes it with it.
Well, the arms don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me check it because it's kind of in difficult terrain now. 30 feet. I think it is going to end up like exiting the sphere a little though. Maybe like that.
We can't see. So
Does the
okay.
thing,
Yeah, it's still in the fog of war, so
Okay.
does Palkas' spell, did they hit this time, or when does it get
oh
lost?
right, yeah, mine's at the beginning too, the con save.
Okay.
Yes, if it fails, its speed gets halved, right?
That's true.
Oh, right, okay.
oh boy.
Because then it takes another point of
Oh my
exhaustion.
god, it critically failed. It just rolled a 1.
Alright. So then it
Okay, so then it needs to move back a
And
bit.
then it gets molested by tentacles.
do you want me to roll the 4d10?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Alright. Let's do
Oh my god.
Wow. So question, why is it a 4d10 now?
It was before.
Oh, okay.
He just didn't roll.
I rolled crap before.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
I rolled really good this
And
time.
then
Yeah.
Hunger of a Dog
9, 10, 3, 10.
needs to do a dex save.
Right now the wild magic
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
have, right?
It does not apply. I'm just maintaining concentration.
Mm-hmm.
It's just easier for me to click the button.
So it rolled
Yeah.
a 13 on its dex save, which fails. So
It's also got increasing exhaustion levels, apparently.
yep. That's
Every-
why its movement is halved. Because they're evil.
I mean,
We're not evil.
they tried to attack first.
We tried to talk him down.
You did warn them, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
There was one smart one.
Alright.
Unless, of course, she went to get reinforcements and she's coming from the other side.
And Malvola.
You're giving the DM ideas.
Oh.
I don't know what to say about that.
And you're pushing it further away.
No, that's optional.
Okay.
So I'm like, no.
Maybe
There is another
not.
thing that I can take that lets me pull it back, so I can like push it, pull it, because I get 2 shots around.
Ooh, no, boop it with one that pushes it back. Boop it with the second one that pulls it back toward you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would be funny.
Yeah. Malvola and Una can probably see as well that the tree is on its last limb.
Oh, going out on a branch on that one. All right.
Oh, and we can ditch the giants because anything else you would like to do, Malvola?
Because they're re-dead.
I think that's gonna be it.
Okay. Lulu is not going to do anything, so then Grimm? Or you guys just waiting for it to expire next turn?
So, really quick while this is going on, Coyra actually mentions to Thorn, if possible, we should see if we can take some leftovers for the others.
Wow.
I think that might be dangerous. They've agreed that we get a full meal, but they
Yeah.
haven't agreed anything about taking anything extra. Don't. They'll say yes, of course, fine, and the next thing you know, you sold your soul to, I don't know, some devil or other. What are devils called anyway? Who runs his place? There's an angel with chasing. What about her? I mean, you just don't know. Caution. Definitely caution.
Mahadi.
Yeah, it's to my turn. If I see something, I'll attack it.
Okay, so holding forward.
Well, something non-tentacle.
I mean, Palkas is right behind you. Tempted. And speaking of Palkas,
Just maintaining concentration. If Una's saying that it's still in there, then we'll keep doing it until it expires or it escapes.
okay. Then the tree. I mean, it's possible you might roll 2 ones. Malvola.
Want to do your con save at the same time?
No. Yeah, I don't need to because the tree. Timber.
It's frostbitten.
And it with a loud crash, it falls.
So,
Yeah, that's it.
technically, it just became dead wood.
It's true. It's a big
Yeah.
part of that.
Sure
If
it's wood.
Coyra comes back and the thing is dead, it might burn.
She said it was kind of like thorny, barky stuff, but I don't know, bone-like? Was
And
it?
not that it matters, but technically those boop rolls were higher, 1d4 higher,
Oh, so
because of plus. Like I
Oh,
said,
right.
not that it matters.
You're right.
Well, I mean, one was a crit, and one was like, what did I actually roll? A 17 on the die?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like I said, not that it
Take
matters.
So if it's dead, then
it is dead.
I'll stop maintaining concentration on this spell.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh yeah, and this
Yeah.
was mine, wasn't it?
It's dead. They're all dead, except the one that ran away before we fought.
Oh, do you want to? Sorry, would you drop it or?
yeah, I'm kind of like on the fence, but that's the one that left. Like, we convinced it to not fight, is the
Mhm.
way that I interpreted that. So,
Mhm.
although seeing if it were to come back and see that its friends have been like mutilated, then might not have that same reaction. I don't know.
Well, I don't know that there's any remains of spirits.
Right.
I mean, there's for sure a dead tree.
There is a big dead tree. Yeah. And here actually, let me, because
I wonder what Red Ruth will think about the new landscaping.
right.
I've actually been thinking about that.
Just have,
Just put
Do-
up signs.
Well, I was
Do that
thinking, do we want to like try and fix some of the damage that's been done to like offset the do we want to fix this up a bit now that we have building material?
Palkas is like, I can move dirt. I don't have control over bone walls or weird funky trees. I can build dirt walls.
oh, oops.
But there's just this massive gash over here now from the tree barreling through and back and forth.
Well, we could let Red Ruth decide what she wants to do with the place.
That sounds good. I might try picking up inside the shack.
Yeah, I mean, so the roof of the hut is not completely kind of like, it looks a bit more lopsided than it did when you first started these shenanigans, but it hasn't collapsed completely. Some of the stuff like inside her hut is like knocked over, and she did have that like a display of potions, and some of those bottles are cracked, and kind of one of them looks like its contents is dumped.
We just bought one. Is that what you're saying?
Well, see, I mean, maybe if you clear it up quick before she gets back, she'll never notice.
That's what he's trying to do, is pick up the mess, try and salvage what he can of the place.
I did buy those flasks from the Icker guy.
Now, only if there was like a druid in the team there, they could do mending.
Just put some mud in there. That's totally
It's really bad than I left.
That's how it looked before.
So Palkas busts out the vacuum cleaner.
Now you do. Well, I've done it and shouted Ghostbuster.
Right. So let's go back to the Infernal Rapture, where you've been
Where they're suffering.
enjoying your main course for a while, and
I mean, oh no, the torch!
You're like, oh.
In all honesty, Coyra is actually a little bit bored here.
Your server has been bringing you beverages as well, so serving, still sparkling water, aperitifs, the whole 9 yards. And as you kind of wrap up your main
Coyra
course,
just looks with big eyes at the water with bubbles.
Oh god.
My mind is blown that I can be watered with bubbles in it. Hey, it's not a common thing in nature to see bubbly water,
It's true. Yeah. And your server does ask you if you would care for some dessert.
Is it part of the meal?
Yes.
Then of course.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coyra says that she's fine.
Okay. So she returns with a tray. She has this big kind of circular tray, and on the tray are 3 different desserts. And she says, for you to choose one. She asks for you to choose one. One looks like really big couscous, like with like looks like kind of a raspberry sauce with it. They're like these spheres, and they're kind of like a milky white, but they're quite big. They're like, kind of maybe an inch in diameter. There's like a collection of them in the middle of this dish with this raspberry sauce poured over them. One of them looks like an apple tart, actually, with some kind of caramel drizzle on top. And then there's also a plate of cheeses that you could go for some cheese if you prefer, rather than something sweet. So those are the three kind of, finishing options that she...
I think the raspberry couscous sounds fascinating.
Okay. Then she, hands you that plate with, you've already got the utensils and everything. So, and she asks if there's anything else she can bring you.
I think we're good for the moment. Thank you.
Okay. She smiles, and when she smiles, it's kind of like it's not a real smile.
Well, she's a waitress.
She's like,
Yeah.
she's like getting tased while she's smiling.
Yeah.
She's getting paid to smile.
I'm so happy. So, yep.
She just came from delivering food to Red Roof.
I suddenly feel bad for her.
And
I mean,
yeah.
she's in hell. She probably deserves it.
Wow. So she serves you the dessert and then she exits.
Cool.
And these spheres, they're kind of like they have like a liquidy center to them. So when you eat them, they kind of like almost like melt or burst in your mouth, and it's this kind of like liquidy center to them. They're quite sweet though. They're candied.
So a bit like eyeballs.
Yeah, a little bit like that.
Always the tastiest options you go for.
That sounds good.
Okay. And she will offer you coffee and tea as well. Or coffee or tea after you've finished your dessert. But we can kind of continue with it.
With the chaos that's happening over there.
Yeah. Fine dining. It's
Really quick, you said there were benches too, right?
Yeah. It's
Coyra
like
actually,
it's kind of like a U shape around this low table.
Coyra actually thinks about just laying down on the bench and closing her eyes for a little bit. Thorn is gonna take a bath anyway, so she has time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's super comfy. There's pillows and the seating is very plush, so yeah, very easy to kind of drift off to sleep. Back at Red Roof's hut. So when the dryads did die, they their remains would have expired, right? There's no real remains there for them. But there is a big dead tree. Dead wood.
I think our first priority was to try and salvage what we can of the shack, and then
Does anyone have an axe?
Palkas looks at his maul. No.
An axe? No. We've got a silvered longsword if you want to try that.
Una might go check out the tree, though. What do I have? I've got 18 daggers. Would you like a dagger?
I don't think that's gonna help for like chopping up a tree.
Sorry.
Oh crap.
Thank you, Nerva.
The DM just was gifted inspiration.
Oh, goody. Thank you so much.
Who's the fiend that perpetrated that deed?
That was Nerevar. He says hi.
Most excellent. I will save that for the right moment.
At least it happened after them.
Yeah. A few minutes earlier could have been clutch, but no dice. Okay, so what you doing with the big dead tree?
Una was inspecting it.
Oh, okay.
But I was trying to clean up messes as best I can.
Okay. Yeah, so you can kind of, collect the bits of broken glass, straighten up her shelves and whatnot, and
use mold earth to just like sweep the place out.
probably look cleaner than when you got here, but sure. And Una, is she like investigating this tree?
Yeah.
Okay, so investigation check then, please.
Hold on. What is that based on? I don't know what investigation is.
It's a straight up skill. It should be just on your list.
But for my imp,
Well, for
hold
I
on.
want to say it's intelligence based.
Intelligence. It is
Yeah.
intelligence.
Okay, and she has a +0, so I might as well just roll for Palkas, and it'll be the same. What is it? Investigation. There we go. 9.
Okay. The only thing that Una sees actually is, kind of in like the center of the tree, kind of like sticking out of it a little bit. She sees what looks like some clothing.
It looks like what?
Clothing.
Some clothing.
Palkas would say, Una seems to have found something on the tree.
Like it looks like a little jacket, actually, like the kind of bottom pocket like area of a little jacket, like a kind of blazer style, but small, like not human size. Smaller than that.
So, like halfling size.
I mean, there are other small creatures in the world.
Like
size
imps.
or gnome size.
Yeah, one of those, maybe.
It's like an imp-sized cardigan.
Maybe she could wear it.
Right? But Palkas is like trying to clean up messes and stuff, and he'd just suddenly stop and look up at Grimm and say, Una seems to have found something confusing on the tree. Would you mind checking it out?
Not because I've got a feature or anything.
You have a feature?
The
Oh,
clothes.
your feet. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Just to get it out of the way.
Yep. Okay. So, so it looks
What do I
like
boot from the jacket, or actually, I'll pull the whole thing out of there.
would Una kind of like point out where?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she'd be like hopping around it and be like.
I mean, an imp does have hands. It can be like, it's right here.
I know. That's what I said. She was like that. She's like pointing at it and stuff, but she's like crawling around it and whatnot. And
Okay.
she might even see right here.
So, it looks like the tree kind of had like a bit of a hollow cavity in its trunk, Grimm, and
Okay.
inside that cavity, well, you're gonna have a look. I take it, or with your
Well,
eight
the real reason I'm
contact.
going to pull the jacket out, and if I spy something behind it, then yeah.
Okay. The jacket looks like it's occupied, actually,
By an imp?
by the
Occupied by anything living?
no.
Oh.
Oh, in that case.
It has
By anything unliving?
the corpse of a gnome in it.
Oh gosh. Whoops.
Like skeletal corpse, or
It's not completely skeletal, no. It's kind of on its way there.
Oh, okay.
It's not like this gnome died yesterday, but it's partially
Well-
decomposed gnome.
We didn't kill the gnome, is what it looks like.
Confirmed.
I don't need a gnome corpse.
Well, you say that maybe its spirit was left in the tree.
It does have a hat on. It looks like a witch's hat. And it has.
It's a gnome witch?
It's like a sandwich, but with a gnome. And it has a wand in its partially decomposed hand, and it's wearing what looked like regular clothing except for this witch's hat. And it also has a little, well, actually for you, not so big, but for the gnome, it's quite a big pouch as well.
Okay, take the pouch. Take the hat. Take the wand.
Okay.
Una's like
And-
kind of like tugging at the jumper and is like,
It was a jacket.
Mine.
It was a little jacket. A little corduroy
yeah,
jacket.
totally trying to get it out.
With
It's
the-
too big
with the
for her,
wooden
but she's still
buttons
trying to
down
pull
the
it off.
It's not going to fit over the wings, just saying.
Feature.
She's like,
Help. You help me.
Okay, I take the jacket or whatever off and
You could poke holes for the wings.
Poke holes for the wings.
pull out a dagger and cut holes in the back for the wings.
Okay.
If it was magical, it's ruined now.
and she like sticks her arms up, or her little clawed arms, like, here, put it on me. Wings are like folded in.
Yeah, fine.
And you thought you wouldn't be washing a thing. Messing up a thing.
Now back to the important things.
She
Back
puts
to the
For instance, what's in the pouch?
So, open the pouch, and there is an orb inside.
Is it worth several coins? Because we messed up her place.
1 moment, and I can get you a better description of that orb.
An orb. Orb of tree destruction.
Oh, I already had it open. Damn it all. I hate it when I do that.
Excuse me.
Okay, so the orb is etched crystal. It's about 10 inches in diameter.
10 inches.
Yeah, it's kind of...
That's huge.
This
This is a big pouch.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Roughly the size of a volleyball. Or close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Put it. I'm not actually taking it out of the pouch. Just kind
Okay.
of opening. Okay, take it. The wand and the hat back toward the hut.
Okay.
Are you wearing the hat back to the hut?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
Fell for that once. Not gonna do it again.
Una hops up on your shoulder for the return trip.
Sure. Go ahead.
And it's like petting you.
Thank you.
Bare my teeth at her at the petting.
She bears her teeth
Yeah,
back,
that-
thinks it's a smile.
That's pushing it back. And probably move over to that right in there seems like a clear enough space. Set the stuff down and ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
Basically takes me about 10 minutes to see if any of the 3 items are magical.
Yes, they all are.
Okay. I'd be able to tell what school at the very least, but
Mm-hmm. So the hat, is, illusionary magic.
okay.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, Christ on the bike. Hang on.
Meanwhile, Una has like the cardigan jacket, whatever you want to call, because it like is way too long for her. She's like trying to like eat the bottom part, the bottom edge of it to shorten it.
The wand is evocation.
It's a wand of happiness. Distributes happy.
Okay.
I bring you love.
I think I might have an idea of what the hat is, but I'm not sure.
It's a mimic.
No, probably. And if I put it on, it'll eat my head.
Oh, Christ. Where is this thing?
But if it was a mimic, it wouldn't necessarily be come across as illusionary magic.
It's a sorting hat. It just keeps yelling, Gryffindor! Gryffindor!
Jesus.
It's a curse sorting hat, so it just keeps saying Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
It's a hat of disappointment.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to get back to you on the orb, I think.
Okay. Once that's done and I've determined they're magical, I'm going to do something a little crazy.
Yes. Here comes his
I'm
wild
going to take
magic.
the circlet off and kind of tuck it into my belt for now. Put the hat on. And imagine myself looking like Palkas.
Oh, hang on. I need to
He's
see if
gonna
it
explode.
Oh, it doesn't. So
Hufflepuff!
Well, it says it's illusionary. That's what I'm thinking. If it doesn't work, then I know it's not what I was thinking.
So it doesn't work. But
Okay.
you think that you remember that some magical items require attunement.
Require attunement. Ah.
Oh my god.
Really?
Really?
Okay, set that aside. Take it off. Put the circlet back on. Set that aside for the moment.
How
Where is
am I-
everybody in relationship to? Okay.
I'm like trying to suffer less after having my soul sucked out.
Look at the rest of. Hold the wand up. Look at the rest of them. I definitely recommend staying back and kind of point it in the direction of the tree, the remains of the tree, and try to make something happen. Kind of like will it to activate. I don't know. Using the tried and true scientific method of trying to figure out what these things are.
Of Go Web.
Or up and away web.
So yeah, you're kind of trying to work this wand and come to the conclusion that this probably also requires attunement.
Okay. Either of you want a wand?
Palkas
Sure.
says Hufflepuff. I mean,
Jesus.
he did.
Are we now saying that that is canon in this world?
No, we are not. Definitely not.
Thank
Which case I'll
goodness.
give the wand.
We're traveling with a flying Hufflepuff right now, so.
Listen, I'm just about done.
Huffalump, excuse me.
So suddenly the roof collapses on Palkas. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? I'm gonna plop the hat on Palkas' head.
The hat?
Yeah,
Mm.
the witch hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do let you know that the wand seems to have some kind of evocation magic, but you probably have to attune to it. The hat has some kind of illusionary magic, Again, probably have to attune to it.
And the orb we're going to come back to. So let's go and finish up with the menu at Infernal Rapture for a moment. So the meal has concluded. You're offered tea or coffee if you want. And then Sarah asks if there's anything else that you would like to do while you're here.
Coyra is just snoozing, dreaming about sparkling water.
I seem to remember that the price list at the front said that basic bathing services were included in the price of the meal. Is that correct?
She kind of she says, did Mahadi agree to that? She says he's in control of what's included in the prices.
Would you mind bringing him so we can check? I'm
She-
sure I would remember normally, but it's been a month of my subjective time and I have no idea what the By the way, did you know your face is full of maggots? Terrible business.
She kind of, Thank you.
Oh god.
Thank
I
you.
think Coyra
I'll
is
be right
happy
back.
He's just snoozing.
And she walks off to go find Mahadi.
Summoning Mahadim costs you a coin.
Don't. It's just like Ryanair. Damn it.
If necessary, then we'll leave Thorn behind in the demon tent and I'll create someone else. You know, these things happen.
So Mahadi returns and says, I understand you have a question about the services available?
Yes, I seem to remember from your board out the front that a basic bathing service is included in the price of a meal. Is that correct?
He says, yes, I think we could manage that, yes.
Okay, then if there's no further charge, I'd like to get some of this wasp vomit off me.
He said, he kind of looks you up and down. Yes, right this way.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
And kind of shows you through to another chamber within this area, and this one has a sunken pool within it, and a variety of kind of bathing oils and scents around it, and big stack of towels and all the things that you would expect from
Regular torture
Mahadi's.
chamber.
Thank you very much. And I'm very impressed with Sarah, lovely girl, very writhing.
Mahadi kind of, yes, she is a lovely girl. Not quite sure what to make of that. Will your companion be sleeping here?
Just resting her eyes for a little while.
Shy, are you actually you're taking a nap? Okay.
She's a bit zoned out. She's dreaming about sparkling water. She has made a new discovery.
Okay. He says, if she could vacate the chamber when you are done with your bath, that would be
Yes,
appreciated.
of course. I'll gather her up and we'll go back out into the main carnival, circus, fair, market, whatever, strip mall, words.
We like to call ourselves the Wandering Emporium.
Oh, thank you very much. You're quite right.
Yeah, so then he, again, small bow and retreats from the chamber.
Lovely. I'll get myself as clean as I can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of soaps and sponges and loofahs and scrub brushes and the whole 9 yards.
Mainly lots and lots of water.
So yeah, once you're done kind of with your bathing, Shy is having or Coyra, excuse me, is having a nice snooze in the chamber where you were eating. And yeah, you feel like a whole new man. Almost.
Sounds lovely.
Wait, so he changed from an elf to a man?
Elves can be manly.
Manly elves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There must be burly elves somewhere.
yeah, for sure. So what do you...
Flash back to the Big Blaster movies. That's no good. So I guess after that, we just head back out of the special environment and ask if we could wait in the tent entrance until Red Roof is done.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the servers will see you kind of to the lobby area, and Shy, you're kind of gently woken. Well, I don't know, unless Thorn is gonna
He
go.
stabs people awake.
Full symbols. Air horn.
This is definitely the best meal Thorn has ever eaten in hell. He's very happy.
Wonderful.
Well, it's
How
not
many
fighting
times
back
you've
yet,
gone
so...
to hell?
So you both gain the same benefits as if you had eaten a hero's feast. By the way,
wow.
from that. So
that's a pretty
And
awesome
for
thing,
newbies, what is that?
It's
Just in case anyone is watching that's new to D&D, you know?
hang on, let me
It's a really expensive spell that gives the whole party like benefits against fear and stuff, as I remember.
If you do a search of feast,
there we go.
It should show up.
There you go. That's what you gain. I put it in chat.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So those hit points are temporarily hit points, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll 2d10.
That's pretty spiffy. You guys get washed clean and some extra buffs, and we get battered and break stuff and find magic items.
We heal up. You just took the damage that we healed. Maybe slightly more than that.
Some of us more than others.
Let me just roll 2d. Yeah. 00, 20 hit points.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That's like a sneeze from a spirit tree.
Red Ruth will eventually appear, and she looks you barely recognize her actually. She's like had like layers of dirt removed, and she smells completely different in a good way. So
Coyra just goes, is Red Root still coming? Like she actually says it quite vocally that Red Root can hear it.
And Red Root says, "Oh, you're so kind."
Oh, she's here. I have a nice voice.
And I think actually that's probably where we'll leave it for today.
Oh man!
Well, you know what I mean.
It's gonna be a whole battle when she gets
Is your
back.
plan to kind of reunite?
Yeah.
Back
Our plan is just to drive back.
Going back.
And then find this huge swathe of destruction through the forest, which I'm sure Red Ruth will take really well.
I mean, at this point, I expect them to have put up signs to Red Root, follow Adol. Just increase business a bit.
My big question is how much time elapses between the end of that insanity and
us
them
getting
returning? Is it enough to actually get that rest in for a change?
Yes. Yeah, you could have a short rest.
I was hoping for a long one, but okay.
Yeah, they're not that far away.
I'll start with a short rest.
And you had an hour of
Combat?
yeah. Well, not combat, but there was an hour where you when not much was happening and you guys were kind of resting and before the chaos arrived.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
Why
Whoa.
whoa?
That's a lot of fives.
It is a lot
Wait,
of fives.
Are we sure
That's
roll
15.
20 is not just messing with you
No,
guys?
we're not. We're never
There
sure.
we go. One more. And an 8.
Well, really quick before you finish up, actually, do you, the folks who are at Red Ruth's, do you have plans to do any? I know Palkas has been cleaning up inside the hut. Anything beyond that? Or
I'd like to
any
try
other
and clean up a bit outside as well. I'm sure
preparations
like
for
everything
the
is like
return?
kind of
We
falling
didn't
down
hear
and
anything
stuff.
what you're saying.
Sorry.
You were
Kashcah
completely
will have.
quiet.
I'm sorry. Please.
Oh, what?
Was
No,
it me or her?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Whatever you said didn't come through.
okay.
sorry.
So I was saying that once I feel that the inside is as tidied up as possible, I would move to the outside and start trying to clean up as much of the mess as possible. I'd probably leave the tree where it is, but just, I know that there's like broken stuff hanging out and falling down and everything. I'd try and like if something's broken, I'd like try and clean it off and maybe use the mold the earth spell to try and make the ground a bit more traversable again, because I'm sure it just like made a huge mess. And sweep all of the junk from the walls and try and just, I don't know, make another
Make it more presentable.
make a temporary structure across there, I guess. Just a pile of stuff.
We'll just try to rebuild that section of the maze. Yeah.
They just kind of pile it all up as best I can.
Okay.
And just because
Beautiful.
crazy, we don't have to get into it now, but during that short rest, I am going to try to attune to the orb.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be attuning to the hat.
Okay.
And I've written down what I'm gonna do once I meet back up with the group.
Okay.
I may regret my choice, but especially if it is what I think it might be.
And if it helps any, the etchings on the orb show kind of wings and tails and clawed feet, maybe some heads with teeth. I don't have a picture of it, unfortunately, but they're like kind of swirled around, the orb in this kind of
That role was kind of for my own. Okay, would Grimm be intelligent enough to take the etchings as a warning?
It's an orb of Dragonborn.
I mean, you're asking yourself that while you were trying to get a stick out of a thorny bush that kept consuming you. So
Yeah, based on what I roll, yeah, he's gonna try to attune to the orb
Okay. All
as a
right.
means of figuring it out.
nice cliffhanger.
Okay, then yeah, we will definitely address the orb next week.
He's gonna be like rising up, lights shooting out of his eyes, floating in the air, arms, fire shooting out everywhere while he's chanting. What happened to him? I don't know. He ate something from the tree. Didn't agree with him. All right. Well, with that, thank you everybody for coming out for another
Thank you very much.
descent into Avernus.
Thank you guys, yeah.
Thank you, players. Thank you, DM. And thank you,
Bye.
viewers. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.